Hey folks, it's Sean from Electric Plum here, and I wanted to take you guys through a short video to walk through the new features that we've added to the professional version of our wildly popular iOS web browser simulation for Windows. Basically, this product targets web designers and developers that are using Windows machines that want to test out how their web apps and mobile websites work on iOS devices. The professional version, we've added a number of features including GPS and geolocation simulation. We've added support for HTML5 local storage and session storage objects. We fire the appropriate JavaScript device orientation events. So if you're writing JavaScript to track that, you can hook in, as well as new features for quick access to favorites, which is a really nice feature if you're using the simulator to do presentations, which is actually a popular use case. Folks that want to present, that are on a Windows machine that want to present mobile web technology to an audience. Enough about those features. Let's just walk through them. So I'm going to go ahead and launch the product. You can see we simulate both the iPhone and the iPad. I'll start off with an iPhone example, and I'm going to use the new favorites feature, which is accessible excuse me, from the view menu. And the favorites themselves can be edited by you. There's up to 5, and each of them has a hotkey. So I have one on mobile web best practices here. So if I close that window down, and I can just do Control-Shift-1, and that will load the mobile web best practices website. And now let's look through some of the things we can do from the view menu. Well, first let's start. I guess we can start the orientation menu. So we can go to portrait and landscape mode. Again, hotkeyed. So Control-L for landscape, Control-R for portrait. We can zoom the device in. Again, useful for presentations. Zoom it back out. Reset the zoom level to the default. We can also hide the web browser Chrome. Sometimes if you're presenting a web page, you may want this Chrome to disappear. So with Control-B, that hides the web browser Chrome. So if you're demonstrating your mobile web app, that can be useful. And this is a great, by the way, this is a great website for testing mobile web functionality and learning more about what you should do when building mobile web apps. Some other things we can do is we can go to a full screen mode, which I'll show you in a minute, but we also can do some neat things with the accelerometer. So we can pull up a window that lets us simulate accelerometer events and then fire on-device motion. So if you have code that's tracking when the user shakes the device or tilt or something in your mobile web app, that can be extremely useful. We also have a developer console window, so anytime that a website logs to console.log, we capture the output. It could be useful if you're doing some quick and dirty debugging, although I wouldn't consider this product really optimized for that case. But you can actually see mobilewebbestpractices.com here. It looks like they're logging when the device changes orientation and modes. We can also run in iPad mode with a quick hotkey. And again, portrait and landscape for iPad as well. And another really neat thing we've added, and I'll visit that feature now, is GPS support. So with a quick hotkey, you can bring up a map, and you can scroll anywhere on a map. So this is great if you're building location-based apps. So let's go ahead and choose, I don't know, let's go somewhere cool like San Francisco. We simply click on the map, and at that point it will set our latitude and longitude on the device. So if I go to a site like Google, let's go to an iPhone, go to portrait, and let's go to Google. Now you'll note, by the way, that Google here is, we're simulating the correct user agent, so Google is treating this as an iPhone, first of all, which is neat. And if we go to places, you'll see Google here is calculating us as being in San Francisco. So if we do things on like what's nearby, we're actually going to get San Francisco searches, because when I set my GPS location, I chose San Francisco. So I could just as easily go somewhere fun like Vegas and set it there as well. We won't do that now. Let's go somewhere like Salt Lake. Okay. And then in Google, we can just tell it to use my current location. It updates it. Now it thinks we're in Salt Lake City, Utah. And you can see we've got a whole different set of search results. So pretty cool stuff there. Interestingly, we've got a number of requests to build Mac version. So we also have released a Mac version of the product, and the Mac version has the similar functionality as the Windows version. You'll see that the user interface is pretty much the same. And let's go ahead and go to the mobile website, which is a good one. And this is also a neat place to demonstrate the full screen mode. So we have a full screen mode that we can run in, which is great if you're doing a presentation and you just want the users to focus on the device as you do your presentation. So that's kind of neat. Last but not least is the ability to take screenshots, which is really useful if you're building marketing collateral. In the professional version, we show this generic carrier up here at the top of the simulator. We show a generic carrier as opposed to showing the Electric Plum branding, which is useful if you're building marketing collateral. So if we hit escape to exit full screen mode, let's go ahead and go back to iPhone, mobile web best practices, and on the main application menu we can choose save screenshot. You can see it save screenshot Sim1 to the desktop, and you'll note that now on my desktop I have a nice screenshot with transparency of the device. So again, really useful if you're building collateral. That's pretty much it. So the product is available today for $29.99. It's available for both Windows and Mac at www.electricplum.com. And we hope you like this video, and we hope you'll purchase the product. Thank you very much.